When most people think about getting hosting for their website, two names that always show up are GoDaddy and Bluehost. Both are huge, both advertise constantly, and both claim to make setting up your website simple. But after testing them out side by side, I realize there are some ugly truths you need to hear before you choose between GoDaddy versus Bluehost. Let's start with GoDaddy. Their biggest strength is brand recognition. Everyone has heard of GoDaddy, and for beginners, that familiarity feels safe. They make it easy to grab a domain, set up email, and add hosting all in one account. If you want to get online quickly without juggling multiple services, that convenience is appealing. GoDaddy also has its own website builder if you don't want to mess with WordPress or other platforms. But here's where it gets tricky. GoDaddy often looks cheap up front, but renewal rates tell a different story. The first year can feel like a bargain, but once it renews, you might be shocked by how much more you're paying. On top of that, GoDaddy has a reputation for upselling, constantly pushing add-ons for things like security, backups, and privacy. What looks like a low-cost plan can quickly snowball into something expensive. Now, let's talk about Bluehost. Bluehost is one of the most recommended WordPress hosts out there, and for good reason. Their plans are built around WordPress, which powers the majority of sites on the internet. That means one-click installs, strong integration, and decent performance. For people serious about building a WordPress site, Bluehost gives you the tools you need to get started without much hassle. They also include a free domain for the first year and basic SSL, which GoDaddy charges extra for in some cases. But Bluehost isn't perfect either. Their pricing, like GoDaddy, often jumps significantly after the first term. And while they're generally reliable, their performance isn't the fastest compared to premium hosting providers. Support can also be hit or miss, depending on when you need help. So while Bluehost works well for most beginners, it's not without its flaws. The ugly truth between GoDaddy versus Bluehost is that neither is truly cheap once you're past the intro pricing. Both rely on low starting rates to bring people in, then raise renewals later. The difference is in what you get for the money. GoDaddy feels like a jack-of-all-trades platform with domains, email, and hosting bundled together, but it can leave you frustrated with upsells and limited control. Bluehost feels more focused on WordPress hosting, giving you better integration and a smoother start if WordPress is your choice. So which one is actually worth it? If you just want the fastest way to get a simple website up, GoDaddy does the job. But if you're planning to run a serious WordPress site and want a smoother setup, Bluehost is usually the better long-term bet. Just know going in that with both platforms, the price you see up front isn't the price you'll be paying a year later. And that's the part most people don't realize until it's too late.